Hi Spooky Ghost fam and welcome to the channel. My name is Ghosty, my pronouns are they, them, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a cute little small Q&A. I posted the sticker question thing on my Instagram stories and y'all followed through with the questions this time. This is like one of the best Q&A things I've ever done. I've literally did them for my old channel and they never really performed on my Instagram stories, but y'all really had some really good questions and I'm excited to answer them. So let's get my phone, let's pull up all our Instagram questions, and let's get into the video. Okay, let's get into the Q&A. I'm so excited. This is the first one we are doing on this channel. I plan to do these every now and then for y'all to really connect with me and for me to connect with y'all. It's really cool. I love watching Q&As on YouTube as well, so I'm just so excited to be doing one. Our first question is from Little Vixen Winters. They asked, what's your favorite thing about makeup, filling, etc.? My favorite thing about makeup is definitely the power it gives me to transform myself into Ghosty every day and transform myself into like what I prefer to look like and what makes me happy, which is the Halloween vibes. I call this style Halloween core. I have an entire video about it on my channel about that subgenre of fashion, but it definitely makes me happy in that way that I'm able to transform myself. It really helps with my gender dysphoria that I get from being non-binary and just struggling with that in general as falling into that like trans umbrella. I do believe non-binary and MB follows in that, and I can look super feminine and still identify that way, so don't be coming at me hating in the comments. We don't owe you androgyny or anything. You can look any way and be non-binary, but it's also like really helps me in that way, you know? It's just been such an amazing art form. I've been doing makeup since I was 16 years old, and I've literally done crazy makeup like throughout my whole makeup journey. If you want to see my like original OG makeup looks, let me know if you want a video of me reacting to that. It's kind of weird to look back on old pics, but I will do that if that's what the Spooky Ghost fam wants. Elizabeth, one of my best friends here on YouTube, I'll put their YouTube in the description down below, always shouting out my friends. They asked, favorite character that you've created? Definitely Ghosty. Ghosty is the #1 persona. I love it. They like started out as like just my YouTube persona, and then I ended up taking on the name Ghosty as my everyday real life name. Obsessive much? Maybe. But yeah, I also really like, let me pull up the picture, this succubus character right here. I don't really have a name for them, but I posted them on my art account and I really like them. They're really cool, and I would love to get a purple wig and make that a cosplay because chef's kiss. And oh, Elizabeth, actually, they gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. Way to go, friend. You are pulling through. What is your favorite movies to watch for Halloween? 1, Nightmare Before Christmas. 2, Hocus Pocus. 3, it's not a movie, it's a cartoon. Always with the fall vibes. Over the Garden Wall is my #1 favorite Halloween spooky cartoon. If you've never watched Over the Garden Wall, what are you waiting for? It's like literally the best thing to ever exist. Who is your favorite Monster High character? I love everybody, but lately it switches from time to time, like who's my favorite, but lately it's Frankie because we got the non-binary representation, and that just, seeing that has meant like a lot for me, and I can't wait to see what they do with the animated series and the dolls and how they're really going to just tie that in, and I'm really excited about that. Also, the new Frankie has a prosthetic limb, so we love seeing disabled characters in media. So right now it's Frankie. It used to be Draculaura. It was Ghoulia at one time. I'm a big Monster High fan. What's one magical item you can't live without? These are just all my friend Elizabeth's questions. I would say my Oracle deck. Does that count? This is the Beyond Lemuria deck. Look at the art on this. Just pulling a random card, Radical Expansion. Look at how pretty the colors are. Like, Look at this. That's so pretty. So this is the Beyond Lemuria deck. You can find it on Amazon, but literally I cannot live without these oracle cards. I did start out with doing tarot. I barely ever touch my tarot deck anymore. This is my go-to everyday deck. And I use these literally every single day. I do a reading for myself, and it really helps me with my mental health and anxiety. What's your favorite Halloween outfit? Oof, that is a hard one. Let me think. It would have to be, oh Lord. Oh gosh, I had to pick a favorite. Current favorite is this vampire outfit right here. I'll put it on the screen. Need to rewear this. Keep saying I'm going to rewear it and don't, because it's a very, very high-key, high-effort outfit. My new friend, Pat, let me know if I butchered this name. Batman, stop rubbing on the tripod. I have a cat below me. Is Pat Z Art. It's P-A-T-Z-I-E Art. What? Oh Lord. Batty wants to answer this question with me. They asked, how do I edit my YouTube videos? I use Adobe Premiere Pro. It is not a free program. There are free programs out there that I don't know much about, but I use that, a mix of my art sometimes, and sometimes I use Canva to create the little things that pop up on my screen. If you want a in-depth tutorial, I will make a YouTube shorts about it. If you want to know an in-depth of how and what goes into creating my YouTube videos. You are so damn cute. Hello, Batman. milesperhour.co, I think it's cosplay. This is a cosplayer on Instagram. You should check them out. Their work is amazing. They asked, what's your favorite cosplay? I've only done a couple cosplays since I have gotten back into it, but my favorite still is, to this day, Harley frickin' Quinn. I'll put a picture right here. The version I did of it was so cute. I did have to like throw that wig away because I absolutely butchered it. It was just like way too short and not working for me anymore. I do have a new wig on my wish list though that is the same kind of pigtails kind of thing, but it's longer. I have a better plan for that cosplay. So if you want to help me out to bring that cosplay back, hit up my wish list. But definitely Harley Quinn has been my absolute favorite. Strawberry asked, did you always dress like this, or was there a breaking point that you had to just say, no, this is me? I did not always dress like this. I've wanted to always dress like this though. In high school, I did kind of show hints that I wanted to dress like this with like my makeup. I did the big anime eyes. I'll put a pic here of how I used to do it. And I was really into like anime and cartoons, and that just really tied into my fashion style. Then once I graduated, I really got into it, and I just started dressing how I wanted. I was in a relationship where my ex's family just didn't really like the way I dressed. It was too attention grabbing, and they would always be on to me about it, and I went through a period of time being really confused and just dressing the way I want, but then not dressing the way I want and being in a weird in-between phase. Then I left that relationship, and since I've gotten with Star, my fashion has really just gotten to the level I would love it to be, and just gotten to the ultimate dream ghosty perfection looks. But yes, I have not always dressed like this. If you want me to react to my heavy masking normie days, I'll do that as well. I don't really like looking back on that part of my life. It's kind of cringe and kind of weird because I could tell that I was literally hiding behind a mask. But yeah, I used to be very basic country girl. Ew, that felt really wrong to say. But yeah, I did have a breaking point once I graduated high school. I was like, this is me. I'm a complete weirdo. I wanted to show out on the outside because yes, I'm quirky, I'm lovable, I'm like really fun, and I wanted everything about me to show on the outside so people could look at me and be like, I like their vibe. And then they meet me and they're like, their vibe matches how they look. Okay, my friend Sarah Mermaid asked, What has been the most wholesome Halloween experience? We're gonna go back into childhood days here. Digging into my memories. My most wholesome Halloween experience was when I dressed as Musa for Halloween, and I got to actually, like, because this is before Winx Club. Like, Winx Club ranked in popularity way later on. A lot of people didn't know what it was when I got into it as a kid. People were like, what the hell is Winx Club? But because it came on like 4Kids TV and you had to wake up super early. But yeah, I dressed as Musa. I wish I had a pic. This costume was so cute. I dressed as Musa from Winx Club. I put the costume together with, like, there was a fall fairy costume where it was just like a red sparkly dress. I had this like red headband, had my hair up in space buns. I had spray dyed it blue, and I remember being so happy as a kid because I was dressed up as one of my favorite characters, and I was just so freaking proud because I had put my costume together from multiple different costumes, and I felt like a total badass. But yes, that was my most wholesome Halloween experience because I could just remember how happy I was as a kid. Sarah also asked, favorite new anime. Right now I've been really enjoying season 2 of Devil is a Part-Timer. I loved when this anime first came out. It turned into like literally one of my favorites because that's one of the weirdest things. Like, the devil is working at freaking McDonald's of all things, and it's just so freaking wacky. Season 2 is just as wacky, and I totally recommend it. It's on Hulu, by the way, if you want to go check it out. My friend Ashley Loves Caden asked, when did your spiritual journey begin and what kind of witch would you say you are? My spiritual journey began last year in April, and it's been one of the hardest things I've ever gotten into. I got into it because I was out of options into like healing my trauma and my past, and I didn't know where else to turn to because therapy hasn't been working, and I just felt like at my wit's end. So I got really into spirituality, and I've been through so many different spiritual awakenings. There's not just one spiritual awakening. I know a lot of people are like, there's one spiritual awakening. No, you go through multiple when you start this journey. And it's given me some enlightenment. I don't know how to say that word. It's given me a lot of new direction and just vision and understanding why I've been through what I've been through, why I'm here in this universe, in this timeline, my purpose, and just really knowing myself as to what kind of witch I would say I am. I don't really like to tie myself down to those kinds of things because I want to learn it all. I want to get into everything. I don't want to just tie myself to one thing. I'm always absorbing knowledge about witchcraft and spirituality, and I just think it would be really boring not to just try to learn it all, you know? And then our last question of the day from Pastel Crypt is, what's your favorite horror movie? Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Warriors. Favorite horror movie. Totally would rewatch anytime somebody offers me to rewatch. Now, me with horror movies, I like it where I can kind of laugh at it. If it's like way too serious and psychological, it's going to mess up my mental health super bad. So I have to be kind of careful with what horror movies I watch, but I do enjoy horror. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy horror. So I hope you spooky ghosts enjoyed this cute little tiny Q&A. I do want to do these like once every other month. Don't hold me on that, but I do want to do these more often. This was actually like really freaking fun because you never know what anybody's going to ask, and I really love just answering y'all's questions and kind of getting to know y'all in the process as well. So till next time, my next video will hopefully be my back to school video, working extra hard on it to finish it next week. So stay tuned for that. So till next time, don't forget to subscribe, give me a big thumbs up because it helps the channel, comment down below, just like, let's have a conversation. Comment what your favorite question was, what's your favorite thing about Halloween, answer some of the questions yourself. just let's have a fun time in the comments. So till next time, stay spooky. Oh, I looked cute today.